So, hello everybody. Right now I'm clearly in the car. My mom is inside of Maurice's because she's going to a concert tomorrow and she just really quickly wanted to find a shirt to get. I have been sitting in here going through my college email and just organizing and deleting the things that I need and I don't need. I archived important stuff, and I like to keep my email where the only emails that are in there are necessary, you know. So right now I literally have one email in my thing, and I'm just keeping it because we're going to the school to pick up my ID. But I went through and read my different emails and stuff and realized there might be something that me and my mom failed to do. So I'm gonna speak to her about that right now. But last night this morning, last night before I went to bed, I picked up Ugly Love Again by Colleen Hoover, and I finished it this morning at literally 9 in the morning because I've been up since 6 a.m. But yeah, it was pretty good. I don't really have much to say about it though. It's just if you're into reading, it's a good book. I don't know. I don't really care to discuss books, you know, like that.
You don't?
No.
You would never do a book video on your channel?
I don't really know.
Maybe if you read a whole bunch of books.
Yeah, but also I don't read as quick as you do, so
yeah. It'd be one video a year.
Well, it wouldn't be one video a year, but if I wanted to talk about I don't know, just too much. Where are you going?
You can't turn right there. There's a thing you gotta loop around.
Monday's my first day of college, by the way. I'm pretty excited, I guess. I was just getting, I don't know, everyone's doing schoolwork and stuff. I don't want to say I'm getting jealous, but
you're ready for it?
Yeah. I just want it to get started. And I just love doing elective type classes. I feel that's all I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an English class, but that's one difficult class. I mean, I'm not saying the others aren't difficult. I'm just saying they're interesting. I went through my email and stuff. Dude.
Oh, what?
I keep getting emails every 10 seconds. It says for my free application for federal student aid has to be verified. We have to appear in person at Rocket Solution Central to verify my identity by presenting an unexpired ID of some sort. We have to have this paper printed and signed and everything.
What?
They've literally sent me this email 100 times now, so I guarantee it's something I actually have to do.
But you're not even getting financial aid.
I know, that's why. I mean, I don't know if that's under the scholarship though.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't think of the word.
I guess maybe we'll ask when we go pick up your ID.
Yeah, because they sent me this email 100 times. And I just scroll through it and I'd be meh. It'd be go to your student page and then your financial aid. And I was nah, my mom probably dealt with that.
Nice. This may be our only time of Karli walking into the college until you'll be here when you graduate. That's about it. Doing all online classes, she'll never have to come here. Okay, unfortunately, we had to leave the university. We have to go back tomorrow because there were so many people. I guess today's move-in day. So in the where were we at? What was it called? Student what?
Union.
No, the second place we went in Rocket Hall. It's some kind of, I don't know, student verification, something or other. They need her driver's license to verify something to do with financial aid, but it doesn't make sense because she didn't get any financial aid. But it's still, I think, verify registration or something. So now we have to go back tomorrow. So now we're back at the mall because Karli wants to go in Dillard's for what?
Look for a purse.
And a wallet, you said. So we're doing that now. All right, we're now at the bookstore. Karli's in the kids section. I just got this book, which I really don't need, but I've been wanting to pick it up. There she is in the kids section.
I'm just gonna get the first one.
You're gonna only get the first one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's just freaking 7 of them and they're all $11 each. So it's $77.
Oh yeah, well,
So I'd rather just wait to see if I actually like it, you know?
Yeah.
Because what if I get them all
And then you hate it?
I hate it.
I was thinking you would like this book.
Ohio.
Read it.
The big book of, oh my god. Ghost stories, though?
They're true stories. Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, they're ghost stories. I don't like ghosts.
You don't?
No. I like crimes.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's a little
Then
different.
I'm gonna be scared to go outside because I think there's ghosts. Because, like, at least, like, if someone's gonna murder me, I can see them, you know?
Yeah.
Versus, like, a ghost.
True.
Plus, I believe that, like, reading stuff like this, literally, and thinking about it is, like, summoning them to come to me. Like, do you not agree?
Yeah. Like you're
Like,
asking
I'd
for
rather
it.
just, like, pretend they're not there.
Yeah. Karli ended up getting the...
You got this book?
Yeah.
For you?
I thought you wanted to read it too.
Well, you can.
I got that big book of Ohio ghost stories.
I didn't know you
And I'm
got
going
that.
to share all the scary stories with Karli and freak her out.
I got serial killers and mass murderers. There's a lot of, like...
It's true stories.
Yeah, it's about serial killers. Like Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, Charles Manson.
Look by the based on the
Zodiac
cover.
killer.
Based on the cover, it kind of looks like it could be a fiction book, though.
I was telling my mom it makes me so mad that, like, because I guarantee some of them, that's what they wanted, is to just be so well known and freaking famous, and now there's books about them.
Yeah.
So annoying. And then I got the first Harry Potter book because I just wanted to read it, the first one, before I decided I even wanted the other ones. And then I got a planner for school. Ooh.
Well, you can do like little bullets and stuff for lists.
Yeah, but how do I get this out? Oh, it just comes out. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I got like a little planner for school because the planner I got a while ago just doesn't really have like... Oh, look. There's only one page of that though. That's kind of rude.
Well, no, that's a lot of stickers.
Yeah, but...
You think you're going to travel that many times?
Why is there 1, 2, 3 birthday cakes? What? World times? Thanks. So much. That's weird. I would never put my name and address in this book. If someone finds it, then they know all my appointments.
Just put your name and your phone number, though. Like, if you did lose it, someone could text you and be like, hey, I have your planner.
No, because then they're going to freaking... It's going to be an old man, and he's going to show up at all my appointments and stuff. Contacts. No one does that these days.
That. So that's the month at a glance.
And then here's where, like, I would write school stuff.
And then you got a checklist and other notes. And your videos and stuff, right?
I don't really keep track of all that. I'll try though, I guess.
And then I had her get the pens. They're my favorite
she forced
pens.
me to get these because apparently they look good with this too.
They match the thing.
They say they're soft touch. And then I got this wallet because I don't even have a wallet. I have a card holder. I'm starting to become a woman. I've like...
You're just now starting.
Yeah. I have a Target card now. Like, I need to get a Costco.
And you were going to get a credit card too. We should do that online. Come down to my office when you're ready and we'll just do it online. It's really easy.
Come to my office when you're ready.
She
I'm taking all this off.
She's going to get a credit card for like gas and eating out and stuff so she can build up credit so she doesn't have a car payment.
Yep. I just have a lot of cards these days. Why did I find the need to put all this in here? My ugly license picture that I also need to get redone.
Oh, yeah, because you have blonde hair.
Literally every time I go somewhere, like when I go to Goodwill, they ask for my ID and I'm like, I swear it's me. Like, I'm not lying.
But then what are you going to do, like, if you go to the club? You're not going to take that whole wallet with you.
Yeah, I would. I carry my purse everywhere.
You do?
Pretty much.
How do you dance at the club if you have a wallet or if you have a purse?
I dance at the club.
Oh. What do you do at the club?
Sit and drink.
So guys, I thought I would share with you what Ken did the other day. He went to the dealership. He went to Ballast Buick GMC, where we always get our cars from. Well, I say always except Ken's truck, which has always just been kind of a funny little conversation between Ken and his buddies that own the dealership, because Ken wanted to go with the Chevy truck instead of the GMC. So Ken went to the dealership and brought me home my new car. This is what it is. It's my old car. I actually bought out my lease. October 1st, I will have had this car for 3 years, and for the first time ever, I bought out my lease. And I will explain to you guys why. So I started my lease on this Acadia. It's a 2020 AT4. It's like the sport edition. I started leasing it 3 years ago. Well, October 1st will be 3 years ago. And I had shared with you guys previously that I wasn't really sure what kind of car I wanted. I mean, if like money was no object, I love a G-Wagon, the Mercedes. They're like so ugly, they're cute. They're so boxy. They're not my favorite style of car, but if you remember back months and months ago on Instagram, I posted a picture of a baby blue one, and oh my God, I would love to have that car. It was like $186,000. And then a little bit more realistic would be, I love an Audi, and I don't know what model it is, but it is convertible. I'll put the picture right here. Point being, as we were kind of like round and round with what should I do about my car. My lease is up, which congrats to me for sticking with the 3-year lease, first of all, because I've been known to take my car in and trade it in early and get a new car. I just get bored, or for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, I need to upgrade my Yukon because we have a bigger garage, so I need extended cab. Or, oh, I'm tired of this expensive payment. Let's get something smaller. Oh, I'm tired of the smaller car. Let's get something bigger. Like, it's just so crazy. And I will be completely honest, it has taken me till this point in my life to really realize that a car, it just isn't one of the things that I really care all that much about. I would much rather like have more money to travel and experience things in life than like have an expensive car. Now, don't get me wrong, when I see the Yukon Denali's driving down the road and I'm like, oh, I miss my Yukon. Like, I love that vehicle. It's nice, it's big, you sit up high, you just feel safe on the road. Like, if I could have that for the same price of this, would I have it? Probably, because the gas issue doesn't really bother me, because my car is literally right now on 20,815 miles, and I've had it almost 3 years. I don't drive a lot, especially since Ken got his truck. Like, when we're together as a couple, I feel like we majority of the time take his car everywhere. So now let's have the conversation about buying out my lease. I never looked at buying out a lease as anything beneficial. Usually you end up paying more than what the car is worth when your lease is up. Well, if you've paid any attention to what's been happening with vehicles over the past couple of years, since COVID, since the shortage of computer chips and who knows what else, because I don't pay that much attention to it, the price of cars has gone up quite a bit. You could actually go to a dealership, pick out a brand new vehicle, and end up paying more than sticker price, or definitely not getting like any discount off of the MSRP. Again, don't shoot me, and if I'm quoting anything wrong, I'm just going off of what I see happening where we live and just conversations with friends, family, whatever. But also, because of the fact that cars are so expensive, the value of used cars is also gone up. So just as an example, and I'll just share you the numbers, guys, because I'm like, it is what it is. I don't remember exactly what this car sticker price was. I want to say it was like in the high 40s maybe. I guess I'll look at my paperwork and I'll put it on the screen just for educational purposes, because I want you guys to understand this, okay? So I leased it for 3 years, no money down. I never, ever, ever put money down on a lease. The reason I never put money down on a lease is, here's just like a mathematical example. Let's say you're like, I want that car, and to lease it, the payment's going to be $500 a month. And you're like, gosh, I was really only hoping for my payment to be $450 a month. So the dealership says, okay, no problem. You just need to put $4,000 down or $5,000 down. And you're like, okay, well, I have that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down because I only want to pay $450 a month. What you're not realizing is you're paying that $50 more a month anyways. If you do the math, $50 more a month for 36 months, you've already paid that $5,000 down payment anyways. Does that make sense? So if for budgeting reasons, that's what you really need to do, budget the money that you have in your savings that you were planning on putting down on the car. And the reason I don't put it down on the car to lower the payment is, what if someone hits your car? What if they total your car? Like, I just look at it as giving the dealership that money or giving the bank that money, whatever, is kind of just throwing the money away. Again, just totally my opinion and how I do things with my finances. So in my case, back to what I was saying, in my case, when I lease this car, no money down, my buyout on my lease is $25,000. My value of my car is well over $25,000. You cannot go to a dealership, and maybe look it up where you live if you're just curious. At least where I live, if I was going to go to a dealership and buy a 2020 Acadia AT4 with 20,000 miles, it would be closer to $36,000. If not, in some places I've seen even more. So the reality is I kind of had a choice. I could buy out my lease, and I could sell my car, and I could walk away with 10 grand to maybe even put down on another car, or put it in the bank and lease a new car, whatever it is I decided to do. But in my case, I just sat here and thought, what other car do I want? What other car do I want that bad that I'm willing to kind of, in my mind, a little bit overpay for it, because cars are so expensive right now, enough that I really wanted it that much more than this car. And this is rare for Candi, because like I said, Candi likes new cars. Candi likes to change cars way too often. But I really just truly felt like I like my car. Nothing's ever been wrong with it, knock on wood. There's no wood in here, but knock on wood. If I were to get a same price range type of car, I was looking at the Chevy Blazer, the bright red one, and it's like literally the exact same car. So I would be turning around, starting the whole either lease process all over again, or starting a loan all over again with a higher payment, because you know you always end up with a higher payment usually. And for what? You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't make sense to me at the end of the day. And Ken was totally like telling me, this is crazy. We don't even drive your car. You hardly go anywhere. Like, let's just buy out your lease. Let's keep this car. And if cars continue like they are right now, if for some reason I had this crazy idea that, oh, I have to have this new car that came out, because I was really looking into also the electric, the new Mustang, whatever the version is, I forget. Anyways, it's all electric. I really like the car. I think it's a gorgeous car. I've always kind of liked Mustangs. But then I'm just like, how am I gonna charge it? We don't like live in a city where you just pull up and there's charging stations all over. Would I even really need to worry about charging it? Because clearly I don't like drive long distances all that often. But in my mind, I'm like, this is just something that's gonna like stress me out, because now I'm driving this car that I have to like pay attention to when it needs charged. What if I'm like just driving to Ann Arbor for the day to go shopping or whatever? Like, am I gonna be able to get there and back without charging? Like, it just was stressing me out thinking about that. It was almost too new of a concept in this general area where we live that I just am like, no, I'm not ready for that. So anyways, Ken brought home our paperwork. He bought me this car. It's ours now instead of being leased. And I feel like I made a good decision. I feel like I'm, you know, I feel like a grown up. Like, wow, it's only taken me 50 years to realize that I don't really need a new car every 3 years. And I still really like this car. Karli and I cleaned it the other day, inside and out. Again, huge knock on wood. I don't have any like nicks or dings from like someone hitting their door into me. I always park far away from everybody else. I do have some like stone chips in the front hood, which is inevitable. But yeah, I like this car. I like white. I like the Acadia. I've had several of them over the years, and I love the Sport Edition with the, I don't know, orangey brown seats, whatever this is called. And I've probably talked way too long about cars, but anyways, I just wanted to fill you guys in that this is my new but old car.